You know, I just turned it on, but that's all right.
Now you want to go live when I mess up my rap. Now I feel like you being funny, Betty.
Oh, I like that twist. I
I
definitely
tried.
gotta learn how to do that.
I be
Girl, I
watching
can't barely do it. I need to
YouTube
go get back in the
videos.
mirror because I can't tell with this camera
Yeah,
what way is
yeah.
what.
Oh,
Because the camera's reversed.
Yeah, so I be looking straight
you
crazy.
can. Let me see. I love it.
I be looking
I
up
love it.
YouTube videos trying to learn how to do raps. I always
That's what.
have the
Well, I got
wrong
a
type of
whole Pinterest
material.
board. See, that's why I use my Pinterest board because then I could put all different types on there. Then I could look through it and figure out well what type of material I got today and that type of thing.
Beautiful. Beautiful. Oh, I like it better than before, girl. Yes, ma'am. Oh, I like
Chiquita
that.
Bonita Banana. Chiquita
So
Bonita Banana.
now that we live, ladies.
We're
So
live.
yes, we are. I think we're live to Facebook and we're live to YouTube. And if anyone is joining us, they can share, and we'll be live on more in more places. Um, let me see. Let me just make sure that we can see people's posts when it comes in.
Ain't nobody watching it, so that's good. I'm gonna put y'all down for a second,
Okay,
just so
go
I could
ahead.
go grab
Yeah,
my
to
I'm
fix
I'm
it.
card.
And
I'm
yeah, we can tell that if someone is watching. So when
Mhm.
if they stroll up in here, they stroll up in here. If not, at least we have it on recording, and we can share it at a later time too.
I- I'm trying
But
to see if I can um
share.
see. Yeah,
Okay, go
I'm a,
ahead. Yeah, go ahead. So we
I
can.
don't know because I don't know what I'm doing.
Uh,
But I'm on
yes.
my Facebook, so I would
Uh-huh.
share from here or share from Facebook.
I
Either way,
think you should probably
share it from your
share
Facebook so
from
your friends can
Facebook.
see it.
See if you can
Hmm.
share it from Facebook.
So do I go on my Facebook now to see it or go on
Yeah.
your Facebook? Do I go on your
You
Facebook?
might have to go to Black Girls Tarot Meetup.
Okay, let
And
me
if it
see
is in Black Girls Tarot Meetup, you might not be able
to share it from
to
there.
share it unless you click on it. Check. Check and see. Let me see. Let me go on it too.
Black
Yeah,
girl.
check it out.
Yeah, we just gonna get in the flow. And when we get in the flow, we get in the flow. Ooh, hola. Oh, that was something different. Okay.
Okay, view group.
Here we go. We live right here. Oh, we can only send it. Let me see. When we click on it, we can share. We can. Okay. We can copy the link.
Okay, apparently I'm not I'm only in the Black Girls Tarot group by my regular page, but not my Summer Says Oracle.
Hold on. Let me do this.
It says
Well,
pages
it's
with
a
page
link, so you
restrictions.
can share it by the link. Just
Oh
share it by the
shit.
link.
I gotta switch to
Here's
my
Summer.
other page,
I sent it
my
in
DM.
Just share the
your
link, Summer, from your other page.
phone text. I don't know if you can oh, you won't be it because it's not there. All right. I see. I
Oh,
see.
what's behind me? Which one of these? Oh,
So the link that you sent me, I could just shoot that out. Is that what you're saying I could do?
Not the link that I sent you to get on
oh,
here. Not the link that I sent you to get on here.
Hmm.
No. We have to actually go to Facebook. Let me go to Facebook. We have to go to Facebook and share it from Facebook. So let me see. Black Girls Tarot Meetup. Go to Black Girls Tarot Meetup. Scroll down. There's the video. Let me know if you
look
can
at my
see it.
thighs, y'all. Lord have mercy.
Can you see it, Summer?
Hey, somebody that's watching. I can't see what it
Hi.
is.
I can. Mhm.
I
And
think
guys, whoever's watching, if you comment in the chat, any comment, because it's from Facebook, we're not going to be able to see who's
Who's saying what?
comment, yeah, who's saying what. So put your name on it. Put your name in the chat. I'm gonna have to close Facebook because I'm messing up here. All right,
I
I
see.
had
I
to
see it
close
now.
Facebook because my camera was acting up. But yeah, we just having this conversation amongst ourselves. If others want to come in, because I really also wanted, I know Tanya mentioned that we should do a spiritual check-in and see how, how our peoples are doing. So that's one thing that we came on here for. And the recent turn of events that is happening
Summer,
with so
have you
many.
been having ascension symptoms lately?
I've been the only symptom I've been having is actually been really tired. Like, and I know my iron is not low like it used to be
Mm-hmm.
because I'm eating better. I've been actually like eating not a full like vegetarian diet or vegan diet or nothing like that, but I know I've been eating a lot of like iron rich
Right.
stuff, you know, and supplements and foods and stuff like that. But I've been feeling like just very high mental energy but physical energy.
Just
But
drained.
yeah, feeling really tired. So I kind of pushed myself on Monday. I said, okay, I went to the park and I started like walking from where I live to this park that's not too far from where I stay, and that really helped. Being in nature, it seemed like it kind of
Mm-hmm.
it re-energized me, and
Yes,
I thought
ma'am.
I was sore the next day because I was like pushing myself like I'm gonna do this and it was hot, but then I did it the next day and the next day, so I did it like Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday. Yesterday I didn't do it because I had a bunch of errands to run, and by the time we
Right.
were done, it was like dark. But and I wanted to do something like this evening. Why I didn't do it this evening, but tomorrow I'm definitely gonna leisurely. I'm not gonna do like no hard workout walk. I'm gonna leisurely
Mm-hmm.
walk to the park and spend some more time in nature. That's been really helping, like just making
Yeah.
me. I could feel like the grounding, and
Mm-hmm.
I feel more centered
That's what's
when I
up.
started. Hmm.
I've been feeling like that too. Tired. I told you it wasn't until yesterday that like
They've been
Monday
sleeping and sleeping.
and all day like I'll get up
Yep.
and I'll go back into bed and it, all day long until like maybe 6 o'clock and then I'm like, okay, I'm up. I'll stay up. And then I'll be up until maybe 3, 4 o'clock in the morning. Then,
That too. I'll be up
you
too.
know,
Mm-hmm.
um,
I
but
ain't really
yeah.
been tired. That's the crazy part. I really haven't had like the tired part of it, but I was having like the headaches.
Hmm.
Um, yeah, that's it finally passed, but I was having like real frequent headaches. So I was like, something is wrong. Like, and then
And
What have you been
no,
doing for that?
nothing really. What I was gonna say though was I kept saying it like I don't know what it is, and then I was on the phone with Betty, I think, and I was talking to her about it, and I was like, this, whatever. And I opened up Pinterest while we was on the phone, and the first thing that popped up in Pinterest was ascension symptoms, and at the top was headaches. So I was
Hmm.
like, Lord, okay, spirit be like, look, dummy, look, this is what's going.
what's happening.
I've had them
Hmm.
before. I've
This is,
definitely had them before,
And
but what I
and
do
you
is I take crystals and
and put them on your head, yeah.
hmm
binaural beats have well, I'm gonna recommend the one that I use, good vibes, because I trust
Mhm.
them. I trust them because I've been using them, but I use it when I have a headache. When I
hmm
had my tooth pulled, baby, and it ain't no any tooth, it's the back tooth. So that one. Oh, and that binaural beat, I prompt my son was like, Mom, I think it's symptomatic. You know, what do they call that thing?
It's
Asymptomatic.
all in your head.
The placebo effect. I'm like, really? A whole toothache? I mean, a whole pain? No,
Right.
stop, okay? But those are pretty good.
They
Yeah,
work.
but
I
I was
used them
gonna.
when I had that stroke. That was a part
Mm-hmm.
of, I think,
Wait,
what.
Summer, you had a stroke?
Yeah,
While ago.
yeah. It was in 2017.
Girl, the divine ain't play with you.
Yep.
Right, because
Cause look
Yep.
at you
Yep.
and
and
that was
everything
what
that you're
Spirit.
doing.
Yes, and that was
Hmm.
what Spirit had told me when I was waiting to board the plane, because I didn't have medical care until after I landed in Nashville.
Mm.
So, but Spirit had told me to get some beats, and I had them in my headphones, and our plane got grounded, and our plane got delayed and everything for like 2 hours or something like that. And I was in Vegas when it happened, and it was like pouring down raining in the desert. And
Right.
my cousin was like, Summer, that was God opening up, opening
Hmm.
up and causing that rain, because rain is a spiritual thing too.
Yeah,
And
water.
yeah, and she was just like, that was what that was for, that rain that delayed the plane, whatever needed to happen in your body, the healing that needed to manifest,
Hmm.
it was given time for it to manifest and everything like
Yep.
that. So literally, that's all I did, and I listened
Mm.
to it from the whole time we was in the airport, got on the plane, let the stewardess do their little speech about safety, put them back in, and then I listened all the way until we landed. And then when we got to the airport, I claimed my baggage, got my rental car, and drove myself to the emergency room.
That's
Mm.
crazy.
Mm. Mm. Mm.
Girl,
Mm. 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 Mm.
star stuff. You hear me?
But
Star
I wanna.
stuff.
I'm a Skywalker. I'm a red
Okay.
Skywalker.
We always star stuff though. We always is the
Yes,
dust from the
ma'am.
cosmos. And that's just
But
what lets you know, like, we
before
ain't just
Tanya,
hmm
before we keep going, there's two things that I want us to try to kind of give more understanding on. You
hmm
mentioned ascension. You mentioned
hmm
ascension,
right,
and Summer mentioned God.
Mhm.
Two
right.
concepts, two
I'll be back.
concepts that I feel, two concepts that I feel that our community, our spiritual community, um, could probably use a little more clarity on that understanding of what ascension means, because the word is thrown out there a lot, and our concept of God, and I think that that's something that we can all use some clarity on. Because when I say God, I
I
don't
mean,
know,
spirit,
right? And that means all that
everything.
the see what happened is, and we know the history of what has been done historically and how it's been done, and it's been done in the name of God. So of course now that concept of what they gave us as God, I mean saying it the way in which they gave it to us, that concept of
You're
God,
breaking up a little bit.
that that concept of God. Can you hear me now?
Say something again.
Can you hear me now?
Yeah, it was just a little garbled. It was kind of
The
breaking up.
concept, I was saying the concept of God. Can you hear me now?
Hmm.
Yeah, that it's more than what the church has given us. It's more than
Absolutely.
just, and it has been contained, and the church has contained it so much so that we don't want it, right?
I think that it was contained simply for control.
Right,
If they would have
right.
unleashed all of the mysteries and the cosmic truths that exist out there, literally as human beings, especially melanated people, we would be freaking using telepathy to communicate, floating and flying and teleporting and all kinds of shit. For real. But you know,
They've
when you
limited. They've limited. But however, they sure have used what they've limited us access to.
mm-hmm.
And now when we're embodying what was originally ours to embody, because some knowledge was not meant to be put in some people's hands, because exactly what is happening today.
Mm-hmm.
Exactly because what is happening today. And that same knowledge that like, yeah, it's been taken and used in a way that has caused all this chaos that's happening now. So when we come to the concept of God, what is now that reprogramming, deprogramming and reprogramming? How do we embody that concept of God?
So what the best way that I can explain it is how I'm hearing it right now is from whatever we were taught to write this right now very moment, it's the same God, right? So whether I call that entity God or whatever, it's not a matter of God not being God or having the title of the name God. God has many names, depending on where you're from, what you were taught, whatever. But the God didn't change. We changed.
Would you say God is energy?
Absolutely. Absolutely. Yeah. Yeah. Energy. The thing about it is, I feel so much about it. It's hard sometimes to articulate it because I feel so much when I think of, you know. So when sometimes when people ask, well, are you what are you, you know, are you what are you Christian? You go to church and what you believe in? You believe in Jesus and da, da,
Right,
da. And it's
right.
like you're asking me to put into layman's terms something that is
Say
so
say it.
spiritual, so big,
Say it.
so
Personal.
personal and beautiful, but not personal like it ain't none of your business, but
No, no,
just
no, no,
so
not that personal. The
like
experience.
intertwined, yeah, like just in my very fiber of everything that's a part of me. You know what I'm saying? Like I feel that spirit. I have knowledge of self to
Right,
understand that who I
right.
am, the spirit that resides on the inside of me is a piece of that beautiful, you know what I'm
That's
saying,
right.
that beautiful
That's right.
entity, you know, being or
That
whatever.
has
So
created
when people try to minimize
everything else
everything,
that we need in order to yeah. Yes.
the things that we
Everything.
don't even know we
Everything.
need, the things we
Everything.
don't even know we need, you know, that's where
Exactly.
gratitude and praise comes into play, is
Our
when you
medicine.
understand.
Our
Yeah.
medicine. Our medicine. Our medicine comes from the earth. Our oxygen, the air that we breathe. Everything is God. To me,
Hmm.
everything is God. The air that we
Everything,
breathe is God.
everything is God. Everything. If you just say that as a mantra, sometimes it takes
And
condensing
if you don't
those.
want to use the word God, choose the word you want to use. Everything is that
Hmm.
for God. Now you can't tell me. Now, see, that gets a little sticky too, because now I'm gonna go where with religion. With
Hmm.
religion, because now religion will have you saying, "This is God, this is God. No, that's God. No, this is God. This is the only one. This
Wait,
no,
but what
you're
about
wrong."
Jesus?
That's what I'm saying. Every religion is saying this and saying that, and no, this is the one, and it's all this fighting and intertwining because we're trying to. I don't. That's why religion. People are
Is it
like,
God or is it Jesus? That's always confused me.
"You said is it God or is it Jesus?"
Yes, y'all be confused. That shit is confusing.
When you ask that
How about
question,
it's
can you?
you and how about it's me and how about it's Summer and how about it's we?
Mm-hmm.
Well, I know the answer. I'm just saying when I didn't know
No,
the answer,
that's what
and I was
we
in
know that.
church and I was like, wait,
But we
so
talking we know, yeah. Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
mm,
Because the people up there might not know. We know.
Mm-hmm.
I ain't here to harp on nobody religion anyway, so I ain't even gonna. I'm gonna just
No,
stop.
Everybody is
not
on
at
their
all.
own journey.
Not at
Everybody.
all.
Yep.
That's
I wasn't
right.
born. I
As
wasn't born
long
like
as
this.
as long as what you're doing is developing
Make
you
you a
into
better
a better
person.
person, it doesn't
And
matter.
I don't even
But
think
it
it. I think
matters
it's
to you
more.
though. But that's the problem is that it matters to them what some of us believe. It matters to them. Oh, you're not a Christian, you're gonna go to hell. I mean, but I didn't tell you because you're not who I am, you're gonna go to hell. I
And
don't
if this
know.
ain't hell, baby, please.
I just look at it like they're on a path, their own spiritual path, and at the end of the day, all shall be revealed when we exhale our last piece of spirit that's in us. Meaning, when we transition, you literally exhale, and you're exhaling out that very spirit that we can't see right now, because it's a it's a piece of our oxygen, a piece of our breath. When we exhale that and we transcend, all will be whatever questions that we may have had and not. But what's not going to happen is you can't scare somebody into loving God. So if you want somebody to, you know how you have people who are in certain religions where they try to
Yep.
scare you into submission, when the way I believe is when you use a fear tactic, you're no different than the slave masters and what they did to the slaves to make them, subscribe to religion the way was convenient for them. But when you do that using fear, in my opinion, that's not that fear is the opposite of love. So how you
Right.
gonna scare me into having a relationship with any God?
God is love.
God is love.
If we,
Jesus is love. If all of that, the Holy Trinity is all about love, why would you try to scare me into it?
Yeah, and why?
Mhm.
If it's all love, it be flipping too much for me. It's all love, but you get punished if you do that. You get punished if you do this. You go to hell if you do that. It's like, is it love or is it not? It's a
And it's a
vengeful
lot of
God.
judgment.
It's a vengeful God, but it's a forgiving God. It's a loving God, but it's a wrathful God. I don't know.
Now, I ain't gonna lie, that used to confuse me too, because I used to be like, well, if God forgives everything, why would anybody go to hell? Because everybody gonna ask for forgiveness. I can't see somebody saying they have the opportunity to ask for forgiveness and they still like, man, fuck that, I want to go to hell. You know what I'm saying? Like, why? You know, I don't understand like that being a thing. So I
Yeah, but
believe that
mm,
I believe that our hell is created based on our what we create. We are co-creators with God, right? If God is a creator of everything and he gave us the gift to be creators as well, we can create our own heaven and we can create our own hell. But I don't believe when we
So
create
true.
our own heaven, I don't think it means that I'm creating my own heaven as in I got my own heaven and God got his own heaven. When I say we create our own heaven, I mean, like, don't it say in the Bible, that we have mansions and this and this and that? Who built it? Who created it? You know, how do anybody but me know what I want my heaven to be like?
So
how
true.
does that work?
How you
You
created
know,
my heaven.
so
Yeah.
so
How you know I want to
that's
mention?
where that's what
you're right, right.
that's what
Is,
I
is is
wanted
it a
us
big
to.
mansion? Is your mansion gonna be bigger than my mansion? Are all our mansions the same
How you
size?
know I
Like,
want to mention? Might want a cabin on by the
I
lake.
might
I
want
don't
to be
want
in
to
a hut. I
mention.
want to be in a hut. I,
I'm
I might
telling you.
I might
I'm
want to
always
just
say
live in the clouds.
never know. But yeah, I
But
feel
I'm
So
like
not
it's
downplaying what other people believe in though,
no,
because
I just wanted to kind of clarify what
God.
our concept of
Uh,
God.
I got you. Well, let me say my little
You
piece then on
understand
God.
that's
So I'm gonna say my piece on God. God is, like you said, whatever you believe in that makes you better. There's plenty different gods out here, but there's only one creator. There's only one energy.
One universal
like
energy.
one universal energy. So whoever you see God as, that's who God is. But you
So if
are
I look
also
in the
God.
mirror and if I see myself, can I
Exactly.
say,
That
mm,
man, I'm getting it. So you are also
mm,
God, as I was saying, because you made in God's
mm,
image. So you are also God. So yeah, I
right.
mean, it just depends. Everybody can take it for whatever they comfortable with.
And then and
But
then
yeah,
that ties. And I don't mean to cut you off because I
no,
want
you
you to
did.
show how that concept ties into ascension.
Mm,
I was gonna say I lost you, Betty. You, oh, now I see
it
How
went
does
out.
that concept? No, I moved off the
she had
camera.
moved.
How
Oh,
does
okay.
that concept, like our concept of God, tie into the concept of ascension? What is
I
ascension?
I think it's your spiritual growth to get closer
Right.
to the source
God.
energy. The source
To
energy.
actual source energy, exactly. But you got access to source energy. But yeah, I get what you're saying. Closer to it, you could say closer to godhood, godliness. Though you are a God, you ain't the supreme.
Becoming more conscious of
More
It's another
conscious.
level.
evolution.
Yeah, there's okay. So yeah, to just explain it that way. You're right in the most basic
Yeah.
way. So there's
Be-
levels of consciousness.
Right.
And when you become conscious, you're on that first level of, oh, holy shit, what the fuck did I just wake up in? What are y'all talking about? That what I knew all my life is not right, and so on and so forth, right? So that's like the first level of consciousness is that, oh, wait,
um,
I'm just waking up.
like
How you look in the morning when you just wake up and you bewildered and like looking around like, where am I? That
it's
is
been a lie.
exactly. That's level
Hmm.
one of consciousness. And as you go through your
Hmm.
day, if you are a progressive person, then you level up. You wake up and you in that bewildered spot, but then you eat breakfast and you get that first power up of the day. So now you are in a different level than you were when you woke up. And that's just
Hmm.
basically how consciousness works. It's just you being more of you, learning how
Mm.
to be more of who you truly are.
Hmm.
That's how I look at it because I just feel like it brings you close to the source, which is yourself.
Right.
Absolutely.
So
Right.
it's really
And
just bringing you to
I'm
you.
glad you said that. Yeah.
Right.
Yeah, it's
It's
bringing you
you
to you at the end of the day.
is you being reintegrated with the original you that was you before you were you.
You hear me?
And then
For
how do
real.
we get to that though? How do we get to that understanding? Do we come to that understanding by studying? Do we come to that understanding um,
I
by
think it's acceptance.
meditating?
I think it's acceptance. You have to
I
first
think it's more than
accept.
one way too. But yes,
Mm,
you're right.
I
mm,
think before anything, if you
You're
can't
right.
even accept,
acceptance.
if
Hmm.
you can't accept the
I like
concept,
that.
you're gonna be stuck and stagnant
I
in
like
that
that.
place. So once you
Mm,
acceptance allows acceptance is you opening yourself up, because acceptance means that means letting go of old patterns and thoughts and processes and programming.
But
You're
don't you need
accepting
to feed that back? Don't you need to feed some
before you can eat.
information
You gotta you
into
got to you got to get the bad. You got to
get
purge
it out right? Get it
before you
out
can
Well,
eat.
and
first
then
you
you got to
got
Yeah.
to
put it in.
accept, like she said though, it's still the step one, still definitely accept though. That's a big part.
Absolutely.
That's a
Yeah.
big
Without
part,
acceptance,
bro.
that's the first
I
part.
mean, y'all seen the
Because
Matrix, right?
y'all know that it's
Neo
people.
was.
Yeah, the
I'm sorry.
Matrix. I'm
Hmm.
saying y'all know it's
Hmm.
people that know about the Matrix, that know what's going on, that have had that spark, like, oh shit, but then they turn it off. They like, man, I don't want to deal with that. I'm not
Hmm.
gonna look further down that rabbit hole and they like,
Right.
cause I've had people tell me like, I kind of know, like, I kind of
Hmm.
know, and I know you right. You know what I'm saying? I kind
Hmm.
of know shit going on or whatever, but I don't really
Hmm.
want to get into that because I got enough going on, and or I ain't got time. I gotta work, or I ain't, that ain't
Hmm.
me, and
Hmm.
So it's
Hmm.
not that everybody. That's the craziest part of it to me. It's not that everybody is so damn asleep.
Right.
Some of you niggas done got shook awoke plenty of fucking times. Done poked your eye open, looked around, and closed that bitch back.
Right. Right.
and said, "Nah, I refuse to get up from here. I'm gonna stay right here, even though I ain't sleep. I'm gonna sit here and listen to what's going on. I'm gonna play sleep, and I'm not getting up because I don't want to help these niggas fight."
It ain't even about helping nobody else. They just don't. I mean, again, I refer back to the first Matrix. Remember the old dude, the one who tried to set them up. He was like, I'm tired
Right.
of living in this Matrix and eating this nasty ass food, and I want to eat a steak, and I want to. He no. He went through the acceptance. He ascended, and when
Yeah.
he saw the reality of what that meant,
Yep.
and what he would have, his ego would have to shed.
Mhm.
Whoa. And that's what it boiled down to, your ego.
It
You
do.
know, because
It
once you
does.
accept,
It does.
it's like,
Yep.
okay, now there's a conversation that between you and your ego.
That's it. And are you ready to face that? And are you strong enough to step away from the crowd and who you think are the most important people in your life? That also play a big part, because a lot of people know that everybody around them ain't who they say they are or the best for them, and they know, you know what I mean? Like, oh, that mean I gotta break up with my girlfriend. That mean I gotta break up with my boyfriend. That mean I gotta stop talking to my mama.
Whatever don't serve your highest good and your highest
Exactly, but
development.
everybody ain't ready. That's what that's what I feel like is also a big part of it. And then you got people that are genuinely just asleep. Like the Matrix has literally put them to sleep.
I'm at the stage where if we're not at that point, I'm just gonna have to lead by example, because I'm not going out there. I'm not going out there to protest anymore. I'm not going out there to try to gather the people and try to preach to the choir,
You hear
try to
me?
preach to them and tell them, look, the ancestors need us to
BJ, we did that.
The ancestors need us to leave this place better than what we inherit this place, because they didn't leave it to us the way they fucking inherited it. They did not leave it like that. Now we're gonna leave it like this for the future generation. We're punks. Then we're punks. Then we're punks, because our ancestors did not leave us in the same conditions in which they were in.
Yeah.
So
true.
I'm not out there. I'm not going out there no more and trying to. I did that. We've done that. I did 2 years in a so-called revolutionary organization. I did that. I'm not doing it anymore. It's either you see the obvious. Or you don't.
But you want to know what that boils down to again? Acceptance. I accept that everybody ain't gonna make it. I accept.
You hear me? You hear me?
That's it.
You hear me?
I am only assigned to
a
certain number. I don't know that number yet, but I'm only assigned to a certain number of souls that I'm supposed to connect with, that I'm supposed to, collaborate with.
Hey, tribe.
Or
and I've done a lot of that.
Or water a seed that somebody else planted, or plant a seed for somebody else to water. But I have to accept all of that. You got them people, because I see it a lot, especially on Instagram, all these rah-rah revolutionary, you rah-rah-rah, but it's like
you ain't doing shit.
But even if you are, you hollering at people.
They're not.
You think that
people want to receive that.
You think I'm going to be like, you know what? He's right. I'm gonna change my whole life because he screamed at me and told me I'm a stupid, ignorant nigga. No.
Exactly.
That's not the way. Now, if
speaking about that, are you in Mississippi?
Mm-mm.
Oh, where are you?
I'm in Alabama.
Oh, okay.
We had that conversation a few times, Betty. Like I'm sorry to cut y'all off, because I'm just thinking you had said the words. What did you say when you was just talking? Oh, you said lead by example and live by example. We pulled those cards as a collective. What did Spirit tell us to do? Do not go out there trying to preach to these niggas. They not gonna hear you. They sleep. They not gonna hear you. You gotta live by example.
They fucking lullabied. I'm sorry.
Completely. But it's not their fault. It's not their fault at the same time.
No.
Because we all were,
And that's
It's
the
not.
acceptance. First of all, we are a reflection of each other. So the fact that you have to accept that we are all a reflection of each other. So there's a piece of God in everybody, which means if we are a part of the bigger cosmic source energy God, we are all a reflection of each other. So
Yep.
I have to accept the part of you that I'm looking at right now is a part that I may not be able to do nothing with. You know what I'm saying? But then I might see somebody else, and I don't even look at it like, oh, they easy to convince or nothing like that. It's just, if you are connected to spirit gonna tell you who to talk to. They either gonna come to you and ask because they're hungry, they're ready to wake up. You know what I'm
Yep.
saying? Or they could be asleep, but your voice might just be the voice that their ears tuned to wake
You
them
hear me?
up.
Absolutely.
You hear me?
Absolutely.
Because everybody's got
Absolutely.
to, at some, I mean, not everybody's got to wake up, but
Absolutely.
everybody has to be talking to somebody in order for the ones that are supposed to wake up to be woken up, and also for us all to be on where we need to be, basically on point.
Mhm.
Because if we don't talk to each other and keep each other going, you might be woken and just spend your time sitting around twiddling your thumbs or being scared, or you know what I mean, like doing something other than what you actually supposed to be doing, not studying. And even just because you woke don't mean the matrix can't take you off your feet.
That part.
Look at the
Yep.
food shortages. That formula shortage had me messed up until I remember I know how to make formula.
That
But you
part.
know what I mean? Like
And the
they throw
fear
stuff at you.
tactics.
They keep you constantly
Fear.
divided. They
Fear.
keep you
Fear.
constantly in fear. And they also keep you constantly busy. You're constantly distracted.
Busy, 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 busy.
If you
Busy,
ain't
busy,
at work, you at
busy.
home with your kids, you gotta cook,
Busy.
clean,
Busy.
bathe, busy. You hear me? And then when you don't do that, they got you addicted to your phone. So you grabbing your phone, looking in your phone when you're
Yep.
not doing those things. So it's like at all times,
Yep.
you're not giving that energy to ascension.
But I believe that
Exactly.
because of the age that
Mm-hmm.
we're in,
Mm-hmm.
they're having to work really hard to keep that shit going. Like,
Oh
I
hell
don't
yeah.
think I could, at least
Oh,
I
it's
could see it.
over.
I could
Oh, it's
see when
over. I don't even
that's
think it's
why I
still
don't even have
going.
to
A
watch.
wrap.
I don't even have to watch the news
It's a wrap.
because I could see the panic in their actions. Like
Yes.
there's this sense
Yes.
of
They
I got
scramble.
okay.
They like a scared
Oh,
person in a
They
corner.
scrambling.
Mm-hmm. Yep.
But see, and now,
they're getting together over here. Let me cause some violent whatever over here. Or let me cause this over here. Some of these so-called
Uh,
natural disasters ain't even real. Cloud seeding and fake weather,
all kind of crazy
so-called
stuff.
whatever they
Some of
got to
these other
do.
things they be doing ain't real too. Some of these stage shootings and stuff they be
oh,
doing. And
girl, don't
come
even
on,
start.
just
Don't
Lord
start.
have
Don't even
mercy.
start. How you listen? That thing where
You
they
know how
have
they
all
also
those.
get away with it because the truth is stranger than fiction. So people really will think you crazy if they not ready to receive that information. It sounds fucking
Yeah,
crazy, I must
see,
say.
crazy. Y'all can think they could think I'm crazy. I know I'm not crazy. And actually, maybe I am a little twisted, crazy, insane. How the fuck you gonna get along in this world if you don't have a little taste of this and a little
I'm finna
taste of
say I'm
that?
crazy, but I got good sense at the same time.
A
Like I'm
whole lot of
crazy in
sense.
ways,
A whole lot
but
of
I got good
sense.
sense, bro.
A whole
Like,
lot of sense. We were just talking about this earlier,
I'm
but
not crazy. I'm
I
just
don't want to get.
multifaceted.
I'm
Yeah,
multifaceted, but I'm still a little crazy. I ain't gonna lie. Like it running. I
so
could control
guys,
it.
this is what I have wanted to do too. Is I want, since we're readers, because we were talking about this before we actually got on the live, and how I feel uncomfortable. Like I'm getting to the point where I have transcended being a tarot reader, because
Right.
that's not who that doesn't encompass all that I am. It doesn't encompass all that I am. I'm more than just a tarot reader. I'm a and Summer was like, we're readers. And I'm like, simple, because
Simple
we
and
read
easy.
simple. We read energy, we read
Mm-hmm.
books, we read body language,
Cards
just
between the lines.
cards between the lines, bones, charms,
Nature.
nature, the
hmm
birds, the animals.
The
So,
bones, the rooms,
the
Look,
clouds.
body language, like you name it.
mhm,
I'm watching it all. I'm looking at it all. I'm
tones.
paying everything, everything.
Yeah,
So I see we have one viewer. I don't know who that one viewer is. I would love to know who that one viewer is. Oh, two viewers, because I was gonna say, we can pull some cards on the energy of what's going on, and yeah, and how that's
B-
impacting us
BJ, you look blurry again.
again.
She look blurry to you, Summer, or it's just me?
Yeah, a little bit, but I
A
can
little
hear her
bit.
good.
You can
But
hear
I
me
I
good.
can hear you real good.
All
Yeah,
right. Well, as long as you can hear me good.
but you so cute though. I want to see that skirt.
You
You so cute. I was vibing. The whole everything was going together for me. Shoot. Okay.
BJ
but
be trying to make people think she ain't a girly girl. She's such a girly girl. She just
Listen, she a tough. She a girly girl. She just
she
a
gonna
tough
tow her
girl. Yeah.
she gonna tow her pistol, but she gonna might have a ain't no telling what's up with that skirt.
what's
It's gonna
underneath
be a
that
cute
skirt?
skirt.
What's
What's
It's gonna be
underneath
a
that
cute skirt
skirt?
though.
She gonna have a nice little holster.
I already got that one. The thigh holster. The thigh holster. Because I made a post the other day. My tarot cards aren't bulletproof.
Cause they not. I mean,
And that's another story that we're not going to get into right now. That other story. However, I was hoping that we had some more people online so they can see how, maybe get a chance to get a reading, a few cards for them too. But what do you guys think about
m-
pulling,
yeah, maybe do a collective and do it on some of what's going on, or like a predictive. And we could do
right.
like a collective predictive, like we did before. Like all of us pull some
How'd you do?
cards.
Right. That's what I mean. Like, so
All
we
three of
can
us
all.
ask a different question, pull different cards.
Mhm.
Ask
Mhm.
different questions, or we all just pull and build on one
We
topic or
had
one
three.
question.
What we did, so this how it started. We was all supposed to ask different questions, but we all ended up asking each question. So like there's three of us, there's three questions, and all three of us ask each three questions and read the cards that we get back.
Those same three questions.
Yeah.
So like, right. So
Because
like,
it started off, it was supposed to be like, say, Betty get a question, Tanya get a question, Summer get a question. But what ended up happening is on Betty question, everybody was so excited about what came out that they also pulled on that same question with their decks. So then now we got to hold on, you know what I mean? So then the second one, whatever my question was, then everybody's like, well, we might as well all pull on that question too. And that's how it just, yeah. So it's a thing now.
so now we got to come up with the questions, because when it comes to reading, you have to know exactly what question we want to ask so that we can get a specific answer. We know that.
Oh, I'm listening, y'all. I gotta get my thing
Go
to
ahead.
clean my glasses because they
All right.
blurry.
All right, honey.
But I'm listening.
All right.
I got my first
Oh,
question. I wanted first one. It should be, what's the real reason for the Roe versus Wade thing? What is that really about?
baby. Hold on. Let me write it
Ooh.
down so we can really zone in on it.
What is that really about? Let us know.
Would you believe me if I told you that I asked Spirit that earlier today?
Girl,
I
I've
I
been
was
asked.
just
I believe you.
That's why I'm saying the ask now. I've been asked way back
What is the
when they first started talking about it. Immediately went to the cards. Like, why is this? What are they talking? Why are they doing this? Because I already
all
had
right?
something. Yeah. Go ahead.
No, I just want to repeat the question now. I know that's right. Get it.
sorry.
Get it.
Hey,
Thank
you
you.
heard my
Whoever just hit the
that
yes, yes,
me.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am. Clear the space. Yes, ma'am.
Our one viewer, please hit the like button. We
Okay.
appreciate you.
and share. Like,
And
hit,
share, you know.
like, and share. And just
I was
hang out
like,
and
let me
chill.
hit my little third eye bowl. That's what that one was. You used to like that one, BJ. You used
Here's
to like,
my
oh, I
little.
feel it.
Oh, yes. Is that the Tibetan one?
I want me a Tibetan one.
I got one. What's yours?
Yes, it's a little
I have
tiny. Hold on, let me show
a
you.
crystal bowl.
Oh, okay.
A
I
little
have
tiny
three. I
one.
have
Y'all,
3 of
I
them.
want that crystal tuning fork.
Oh
Ooh,
yes, I seen those. I was like, ooh, I wonder how
I
much they cost.
want that. I'm gonna put
that's
that on my wish list. I don't know if anybody ever even know what my wish list at, but I'm gonna put it on there anyway.
How much? How much? How much are they?
They ain't that expensive, I don't think.
You mean the same box? Oh no, the
No, that
tuning fork,
fork.
the crystal tuning fork. Oh,
Yeah, I want to say like $30 or $40, but it might be more like 70. It's somewhere within. I'm gonna say between 30 and 70 then, because
Oh,
I,
let me
I
show.
yeah,
already.
maybe
Let
depending
me
on the
show y'all.
crystal.
I don't know if I showed y'all my selenite little cutlets I got.
Uh-uh.
Let's see it.
I had to go get it. Uh,
I know that's right.
here.
I saw that's so funny. The last time I was in a Botanica in South Carolina a few weeks ago, the lady tried to get me to get that. When I asked her about selenite, that was
Mhm.
all that they had that was selenite. And so she was like, "Get this, this is on sale right now." Da, da, da.
How much was it?
I don't remember because I didn't want it.
Oh,
I was like, "No, I don't
okay.
want no
Now we gonna
selenite.
know.
That's not what I needed. Something like a little piece to go in my pocket. You know what I mean? Like I just needed something to
Oh,
transmute some energy for me right then and there. I can't do no big ass knife. What I look like sitting around."
fiddling with
People,
the knife outside or something to try to
yeah,
fiddle with it in your pocket.
exactly.
They'll be
So,
calling the police on you.
I'm
let
telling
me
you.
turn this on here.
She
Let me
got a
see if I can.
weapon. She
Yes,
got a
she got
weapon.
and it's charged. Do you hear me?
Look, all 24/7, always charged.
All right,
You hear me?
ladies. So the first question we have what is the real reason for the overthrow of Wade versus Roe? What is the real reason for the overthrow of Wade versus Roe? Divine Spirit, beloved ancestors, spirit guides, I thank you for allowing us to be vessels for this message that we need to deliver and protect our energy and protect the energy of those that are watching. Ashe.
Ashe.
All right, so that's the first question, right?
Sorry, I was on mute. I did say Ashe.
Yes, ma'am. I heard you. All right, so what are we going to start with? Now, y'all know for me to find the deck, right?
Oh yeah, I forgot the deck hoarder.
The deck hoarder. Yeah.
No one can defeat the deck hoarder.
Stop.
Some of you see it.
No
Stop.
one.
I hear
Betty's
them
like a
talking
whole
to me in
super.
my
She's a
sleep.
whole superhero, man. I'm trying to tell you. She's a
Yeah,
whole
not when
freaking
these
superhero.
niggas talk to you in your sleep. All of them want to be read.
I can only imagine what them dreams look like.
Shit. I'm thankful, though. Very thankful. All right. What is it really?
Mm. What deck you pulling from, Betty?
From my oracle, my crow oracle. I love these when it comes to those kind of readings. From this deck
I've
with my
never seen.
crows, the deck with my crows.
Oh, that's the one you used that one time, and I think you pulled from me from that deck before. I liked
I
because
like
I only reason why I buy it because my money was tight. I was like, ooh, I had just bought like 2 decks when you told me about that. I think that deck, if that's the one I'm thinking about, where you had did a reading for me off of it. It was really good. It was deep.
Okay.
I think it was when we did our last Zoom. Is when you pulled from that deck for me. Like that. I remember seeing it.
It's been a while since our last Zoom. All right.
I know.
So got this. Let me clarify my little oracle card here. I need some music.
I know. I had my little thing. I was gonna put some music, but I was like, I don't know how they be shut. You know how they be shutting stuff down.
Right. Hold on. Let me just put something that they won't shut us down for.
Some soap. What is
Binaural
it? Some
beats.
binaural beats.
Mm-hmm.
Tanya, what you pulling from?
Was able to win any competition she took part in. She was known as the contest queen because she had won.
Well, damn, I was stuck. What you said? You said something?
I said, what you pulling from?
You said where I'm coming from?
What
Oh, where I'm
deck?
Pulling.
coming from? Um, ooh, damn. I guess I'm gonna do the Oh, I got more than this with me. Which one you pulling from, Betty? The pro deck? I'm gonna do. I guess I'll do the modern witch.
Ha ha ha.
Which one you doing, Summer?
My old faithful Afro goddess.
I know. I kind of want to go from the conjure one too, but I'm gonna grab that next. I mean the root work one. Ooh.
These motherfuckers is just curious to see how this shit is gonna play itself out.
Okay.
That's what I got here. Mm, 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 I'm gonna get some more clarifiers here. Here we go, my favorite. My favorite.
Y'all pulled already?
I'm still pull. I mean, I pulled a few,
I pulled,
and I
but
want to work
I
on
gotta write. I'm
clarifying
finna
them
write this down.
because even though see, this is gonna be a little walkthrough too, because I'm by far an expert in knowing the actual meanings of the cards,
You say what?
perfected.
I don't listen to her. She talking crazy right now.
Because I'm gonna disagree with that.
Intuitive. I'm more intuitive. I feel, yeah, whatever. Yeah,
Well,
yeah.
that's all you need. That's
You
all
know
you
why?
need.
No, this is why I say this, Tanya. This is why I say this because I'm getting, Three of Cups. Three of Cups is an abundance card. It's a good,
Mm-hmm.
you know what I mean? It's a positive card. And then I got the
Right.
Nine of Pentacles, which is also a positive card, right?
What would you say
But
the
we
second one
know,
was?
huh?
What would you say the second one was?
Okay, so here's my first one. My first one was the Eight of Swords right there. That one right there is setting the precedence. The Eight of Swords, right, is setting the precedence, right? And then I got the Three of Cups with the Nine of Pentacles. But the first card that I got with the Oracle card was perspective. I got perspective, right? That's how we see things. How I'm getting it is how we seeing things. So the question was, what is the real reason for the overthrow of Roe versus Wade? So I'm feeling it's a matter of how they want us to see things, right? Their interference with it to see, they want to see, I feel this is what I'm sensing, that they want to see how far this is going to go. This is the feeling that I just got from that. On the bottom of the deck is change. On the bottom of the deck is change.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. That's the Two of Pentacles, the balance, the balance, the
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. Keep going. Keep going. Keep going.
Ooh, baby. This is something that we didn't even need the cards to come to this conclusion here.
And that's why I don't call myself a tarot reader, because the message was already there. This is just something to help somebody out there with a
Yep,
visualization of what the downloads is, because everything you're saying is very
you got
much.
it.
Mm-hmm.
On the
Mm-mm-mm.
bottom of the crow deck is curiosity. And you got all the crows on the wire on top, and then you have one crow on the bottom trying to peck at some boots, and the gate is open, and you have one little crow on a portrait on the wall with the door open, and the card says curiosity. Yeah, they want to see how far this is going to go. There's and that balance, and the Nine of Pentacles, and the abundance, and the interference, the Eight of Swords. This is about, and we know what it's about. We know what it's about. So they probably curious to see if they can balance out the scales. How about that? In population. And I'm not really gonna get too much more into that for now, because I'm gonna clarify some more of these. But y'all, I know you ladies got something. I know, because we all wind up pulling on the energy, and we all wind up getting similar messages because we are all one. And that's how I know that God speaks through that energy that we call God. Speaks to.
Definitely be talking. I say that.
So go ahead, y'all. Go ahead. Because I'm going to wind up clarifying these some more.
Yeah, I'm about to pull from a different deck.
All right.
So let me tell y'all what I got. And I didn't even pull a lot of cards. I ain't have to.
Mine
I
pop.
got. I got. Can you hear me?
Uh-huh.
So the first card I pulled was the Daughter of Swords, or I guess that would be the Knight. No, Page.
The page.
Page. Yeah, the Page of Swords. And that, when I saw that, the first thing I thought was, it's almost like a Jedi mind trick. It's not even about the law or caring about the life of any unborn child. It's about trying to, you know, fuck with the mindset, and not so much our generation. Why would you need to go back to a law that's so old, like so old? Because you know this new generation, they ain't with the shit like that. Like these young children, they're growing up in this new age, so their mentality is different from our parents and our grandparents. So it's like, okay, we got to do something that might just shake them a little bit. So that was what I was getting with that first card. Is it was about trying to almost like a fear tactic, a mental fear tactic for, because if you really pay attention, the people who are being the most vocal about it are the younger women, you know, and stuff like that. So the next card I got the Empress.
Wow.
Right. So I said, oh yeah, this is definitely about, they are trying to control how we see ourselves as women. They're trying to control
The
the fact
divine
that,
masculine.
huh?
I mean the divine feminine.
Right.
Yeah,
Right.
yeah. We
Right.
have a lot of women on
Right.
this planet has awakened. You got you got women like I've done a reading for somebody in India, and at first I thought they was scammers and wanted, but this young woman really had some legitimate questions. But the thing is, women all across the globe are waking up to their feminine, their divine feminine, you know, and a true divine feminine is not going to be out here really, really, really trying to, you know, abort their unborn children. Truth be told, you
Right.
know, so it's not about that. That's why I say it's not about the unborn children being not being born. It's not about that at all. It's about control. It's a control
Mm-hmm.
tactic. Then the next card I got
I
the
don't
daughter.
know. 'Cause I'm divine feminine. If I was, I don't know. I don't know. See, that's why Roe versus the way it is because somehow divine feminine will try to abort these. I know I would. Divine as I may be, hell the fuck no. You know how old I am? Uh-uh.
But you
It
know what,
depends.
Tanya?
It it, it
It's yeah, it's different. Um, it's different. You're not. It's yeah. I'm
yeah,
not even gonna get into that
yeah.
because
But
it's not, you're divine. You definitely a divine feminine, and if you're no, you'll know, like
Hmm.
you'll
Yeah, yeah,
know
yeah, yeah.
what's meant. You'll know what's
Exactly.
meant. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? You're
It
not
would be coming
purposely.
for a reason for the most part.
Right.
Yeah. I got
Yeah.
you. I know what y'all saying.
and
I'm just
So
saying.
yeah.
yeah, and where
I
that
don't
yeah
want I don't want anybody that's coming in or new to spirituality to feel like if they've done that or if they decide to do
That
that
they're no
on their
longer
path or on their
divine.
journey that they're right, that they're not.
Right.
So that's why I'm saying that like some of our, and especially along the journey of really getting there, you ain't there from the day one. You know what I'm saying? You don't
right.
eat the fruit when you plant seed. So just saying all that to say, you may
Right.
not
Right.
be at that point where you would understand that if it was happening, it was for your best good or whatever.
But ultimately, that's what the first card is. If your mentality and your thought process is not where it need to be,
Oh
that
yeah,
that
they got you.
that falls
Yeah,
right. That's what I'm moving
Mm-hmm.
toward.
Mm-hmm.
I'm
I
not
got
so
you.
much. This
Mm-hmm.
reading is not for, and I guess I need to put that out there. This reading was not for a specific person and their
Oh
own
no.
individual choices or
Oh
anything like
no,
that.
yeah,
This is about why they have
are
changed the
doing it.
law. Right. So
Right.
what everybody got going
See
on in
why
their life
the
and their
question.
personal choices, that if
That's
anything,
it.
this should just open their eyes. If they're listening to this or they're watching this is just
Mm-hmm.
opening their eyes for them to understand that yes, they did do this, they did make this law, but the thing is, you still have to go within and check in with you to learn about you and learn your purpose. Because yes, I'm
Right.
45 years old. If I got pregnant right now, I would be like, what the hell? Shoot.
Right.
You know what I'm
Right.
saying? But at the same
Right.
time, when you are tapped in, anything can happen. Anything can happen. Does that mean
It
you may
can.
carry that baby? Yes. Does that mean that you may choose to abort that baby? Possibly. But at the end of
Right.
the day,
It's
it's
a choice.
you got to check in with you and source.
And
You
nobody
know,
else.
and
And
if
no
you have
man.
if you don't have that relationship and you don't know how to do that or whatever, you're afraid because you feel like you're gonna be alone and you don't know how you're gonna do it and da 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 da. This is just another tactic, just like the food shortage, just like the gas prices and anything else. So this is what I see. I see those
Another
cards, and then
tactic.
like I said, that third card was the Daughter of Pentacles. If if they can convince any woman that financially and health wise, this is for your best interest. The economy is so expensive. We just want to make sure that we're in control of everything because of money and your health and they're
Mm-hmm.
trying to make it seem like they give a damn. It's 11/11.
Mm-hmm.
But
And that's what it
but
is. You
but
like
but
you
but
said, they
but what
trying
if
to make it seem like they give a damn.
it's an illusion? It's an
Right.
illusion. But see, then I got on the bottom of the deck. Look,
That's the 7 of Cups.
7 of Cups.
Yeah.
They
Right.
plan on your emotions
Yeah.
so that they can control your choices. That's not, first of all, that's not of God. We are all supposed to have our own free will and our own free choices. So that lets you know right there they're fucking around with our choices. You know what I'm saying? And then the two like oracle cards that I got is know your worth, and I got connection. I got connection and know your worth. For me, when the question was why are they doing what they're doing? Because
Hmm.
why are they doing what they're doing?
Whoa.
Know your worth, connection. Like I said before, I even really started reading those cards, as I was just explaining, you got to be connected to source. Source
And
is
we
going to
was
tell
just
you
talking
what,
about that
right? Source
time.
is going to tell you what's worth what. Whether it's keep a child, abort a child, get pregnant in the first, you know what I'm saying? First of all, if you know your worth and you're
You ain't
having
gonna just
sex,
be out here getting pregnant. Yep.
I'm not
Right.
even gonna say you're out there getting pregnant, because I got pregnant and I ain't planning on nan of my pregnancies, but it wasn't like a situation where it was like, oh my God, I don't want this. You know what I'm saying? So I wouldn't even say, it's just know your worth. And when you love yourself, that's what you think
When do
about,
we
you're
go
gonna
to
bring
love
about.
ourselves
So
though?
when we know our worth and we are connected to source, that's going to continue to put unconditional love for ourselves. The mate that we match up with to procreate, it would be a very odd situation. I'm not saying it doesn't happen, but to me it just would seem like less likely if I'm loving myself and I'm living my highest self, and my mate is living his highest self, that we would decide we don't want whatever we just created in our higher selves. If we both living in our highest selves and we create something, I just don't see that happen. Now, yes, things happen with our bodies, and you have things like atopic pregnancies, and oh, the baby got this and that. They do DNA tests and say the baby don't have this kind of disease or whatever, blah blah blah, whatever. That's still different. But if that choice is made, if you're living in your higher self and he's living in his higher self, even if that decision was made for health reasons, it's gonna be okay. You know what I'm saying? But it's about our choices and our thoughts. It ain't got nothing to do with these babies and a woman's health, or nothing about it. It ain't got nothing to do with what they saying. It's about just the cards that I pulled.
Yeah.
It ain't got nothing to do with that. All it's about is fucking with our thought processes and trying to take away
And that's exactly what I got.
our ordained power of choice. Not just that the one who out there who she done had 50,000 abortions because she keeps sleeping multiple times with different men, but she don't want to have no babies. You know what I'm saying? I ain't talking about that, because we can all talk about the person who's
And
low
she still
vibration.
has to, and she still has the right to what the heck she's doing, because she has
Right.
her own karma that she has to deal with. We don't
Absolutely.
have to live with her karma.
Sure don't.
So let her, it's still a choice that she's made, and it's still, no one has the right to make that choice for her. Whether it's right or it's wrong,
I just don't understand how other adults could make a choice about something like that for another adult. It
Right.
sounds weird to me.
Or for any, or even even a younger individual. I don't think that
Yeah.
someone should. I mean, it's a
If
choice.
it was my child, I do believe as a parent, I would like to know to go over with my child. You get what I mean? If it was my child,
Right.
I wouldn't want them going out there just on their own doing something like that, because just like I can go in the emergency room for a paper cut, next thing you know, I'm on the ventilator because they did something wrong. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't want nobody I love
Right.
to go through something like that without full knowledge, understanding, and having somebody who they know, love, and trust to be there to support them with regardless. You know,
You hear
but
me?
then, but
That's
the
right.
thing is, I just there's so many different instances for it being something that just is a no-brainer. That's why I don't understand why you just would completely just say no to that. But
Well, let me say what I got because maybe
you're
it'll
not
help.
saying no to gun to you're not saying no to guns, and I'm not saying don't say no to guns because I got mine, but I'm saying like you got kids out here running around, don't know how to use these guns properly, don't know, ain't did nan piece of target practice and
Well,
shooting up places,
I
but
don't.
ain't
Yeah, but I don't want to. I don't want to sidetrack because that's that there. That, remember, I was talking about firearms too, and I didn't want to sidetrack with the other types of rights that they. So for the sake of the Roe versus Wade, right? We came to the conclusion based on so far what I said, so far what I pulled, so far what you pulled, and I know Tanya got some good shit there. um it's about perspective, it's about illusions, because that was the first thing that came to my mind was illusions when I saw the perspective card, and then the interference, and it's about gain. What do they seek to gain from it? So, and it has nothing to do with them ever being concerned, and never will be concerned with the life of another human being. They're so full of shit. Go ahead, Tanya.
right.
So true, babe. That's right, BJ.
My bad.
No, you good. You completely right. So what I ended up actually doing was pulling from the Dust to Onyx.
Whoa.
Mm.
Yeah, because I did.
All right. Bring it, girl.
Okay,
I
here
just
come the
I
here
got
come the fire.
chills over here.
Here come the fire.
I got
I want
chills
that
over
deck
here.
so bad. Oh, I want that deck.
Show how pretty.
Okay, so tell me,
Trying to show how pretty it was, and I'm about done
just pick it up
lost
to
my to the light. Hold on.
yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
Up little
get
shade.
it from light.
Yes. Ooh. Which card is that one? Tell me that's
The
a
Ace
sword
of
for one. A
it's the
sword.
it's the
Another
Ace of
sword.
Staffs. The Ace of
Oh,
Staffs
okay,
in
staff.
this
A
particular
wand.
deck is wands, yes.
Yeah. Okay.
But you know this deck has its own little meanings, and
Yes,
so what it
ma'am.
says in this deck is surge of energy, so the energy harvesting, fire,
Hold on.
creation,
Wait. My
new
headset.
enterprise, and transilience. What's transilience, y'all? Somebody
Okay,
look
wait.
better.
Say it
Spell
again.
it. Spell it.
Okay, go ahead.
Trans, not spell trans, and then ILIENCE.
Transience.
It's got an L in there though.
Spell it one more time.
Oh,
I'm gonna write it down.
my bad.
TRANSILIENCE.
Transilience?
Yeah, I don't know what the fuck that
Hold
means.
on. Wait, look, I'm a school teacher and I got to go look this
You
shit
hear
up.
me? That wasn't one of my vocabulary words. I ain't even gonna ask.
My nigga. Transilience.
I don't know.
According to Merriam-Webster, an abrupt change or variation, transition specifically, such a change or variation in a geological formation.
An abrupt change or variation. Go ahead.
of a geographical? Wait, what kind of formation? Like a geographical? Wait, like geography.
Yes. It said.
So sacred geometry, basically. So again, okay, that makes sense. All right. Okay. All right. Yeah,
And
that's
so
what I
that's
got. And then on the bottom of that deck was the Mama Blade in reverse.
ooh.
And though yes, the Rider Waite got his, but I like reading her what
From
she meant it for, because
melanated
for the
text.
Dust to Onyx, yes, because she has different meanings. So
Ooh.
for, because she has like the in reverse or not, basically. So for the in reverse on Mama Blade, it means hypercritical, compulsive, repressed, insensitive, vindictive.
Mm, 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 mm.
Okay.
See now that vindictive, I
Okay.
absolutely could see that because men kind of, not all men, not divine masculine men, but
Mm.
these ones that are in power making these
Fucking
rules and
decision.
regulations, they are
But
so fucking mad.
But at some level, we ain't even dealing with men though. So you gotta kind of even go past that.
Mm.
Oh no, don't bring it deep, Tanya. Don't bring
I'm
it
sorry. Okay.
deep.
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry.
Oh.
I'll be forgetting it's not just us. I'm sorry. Never mind. Disregard that, y'all.
No, you don't. No. But you know where that's good? On TikTok.
Yeah. And it's 12 my way. We
Oh,
might need to slide
really?
on over.
And
hmm
it, right. Slide
We
on
need to
over
switch
to the
over to, it's late. Yeah,
TikTok.
we need to go on over to TikTok. It's TikTok time
TikTok.
now.
To the TikTok.
Rock around the
But
clock.
so what? Okay, so we came to the conclusion that they up to no good as usual.
As usual.
As usual. As you and
Nothing
we come
new.
on now, it's obvious. Like,
Nothing new
oh,
under
we
the
care
sun.
for the babies. We care for those little babies that you're killing. Oh, ooh. Oh, damn. I gotta be careful. I'm on social media. We care for those little innocent lives. You're lying because you don't. You care about your pockets. You care about. Mm,
Yeah, because the first pull that I had got out of the other deck, the Modern Witch, I had got the Four of Swords.
Four of Swords.
Yeah,
mm.
and I felt like they talking about like their current state.
The unrest. The unrest.
Yeah,
Mm-hmm.
I feel like they talking
The
about their current state too.
unrest.
Like y'all is so beaten down. Y'all is
The
so
unrest.
it's
Yes.
over for you. Like you just so tired, child. You tired. You done been
And
beat.
they have a fear of being annihilated and extinct and all of those things. Because truth
Well,
be
girl, you
told,
said it, huh? Woo! I was trying
I
not.
mean, that's what it really boiled down to. That fear of no longer being
Them
or
numbers
existing.
dwindling.
She
Them
done,
numbers
Yeah,
dwindling.
y'all done, oh, y'all done,
yeah.
okay. I was trying to skip, okay,
Why
okay,
you asking them controversial questions? What
okay.
Cause my
you
thing
can ask.
is,
You can
you
ask
could
no other question.
you
Ooh,
could
oh,
tell though, cause you
look,
could tell though, y'all. Like, you could tell they in opposition with each other, even like how they scrambling, cause they go from one thing to the other so much. How y'all eugenicists and it's too many people on the earth, and y'all trying to kill everybody, but then you don't want people to get abortions. You want more babies
okay. So
to feed
I
your
learned that we gotta
slave
use safe words.
situation. We gotta use keywords.
We gotta use safe words. Unalive, okay? Unalive, unalive, unalive,
Unalive.
unalive, unalive, unalive. Keywords. I
Okay.
learned that on
So
TikTok. I
yeah,
learned that on TikTok. Okay.
but
Got you.
so yeah, that just don't make no sense. Like the two things don't go together. You can't feed everybody. You can't house everybody
But you
that's here now.
can. But you
You can,
can.
but I'm saying, but
But
you
you
not, you
can.
know what I'm saying? But you
Right.
pretend like you can't. And
Right.
then in the same breath you
Right.
say, but I need more of y'all. You can't even put baby formula on the shelf,
Right.
but you need more babies.
Right. Mm.
Mm.
Right.
Now that's
Right.
that
Wow.
right there.
Whoa, wait. I would drop my cards,
What
Tanya,
they gonna eat?
but
What they gonna
mic
eat?
drop. Mic, motherfucking drop. You don't even have fucking formula
Nor
for
do
these
they support.
babies.
Wait a minute. Nor do they support breastfeeding.
Nor do they give you health care. So what did you create? What? We don't even get free health care. How you
Well,
gonna make people have all these?
let's break it back down to the matrix. What did they do with those babies though?
They use their energy.
It
Harvested
wasn't
the
about
energy.
it wasn't about
Mm.
they're the future.
That's
Whitney
how the
Houston
matrix,
song.
because that's how they're using our energy. That's how the matrix works. When you go give somebody your labor for 8 to 10 to 12 hours a day, they're using your energy. That is an energy use right there. When you're not
No,
the
I'm
owner
not
of
even
the
talking
company.
about that. I'm not talking about
No,
guys.
that
I know
kind.
you're not. But what I'm pointing to is they're gonna do that in a different way with them. But what I'm pointing to is that's what they've been doing the whole time. They always change the way that they do it, but they always do the same thing. From
Guys.
chattel slavery to wage slavery, which is what we're doing right now, to energy harvesting as from a fetus or a baby. That is still the same thing. It's just changing the way in which you're doing it.
It's easier for them to
Tanya.
do it. It's easier for them to do it with the babies
No.
because
I don't think so.
Y'all
listen.
listen. Wait.
Just
My bad. I'm sorry. I'm sorry because Tanya just brought up something and it brought me to my dream. Tanya, I couldn't figure out this dream, and I feel like now that you just said what you said, I'm feeling that I'm figuring out this dream. I was dreaming. I was in a house. I had a baby. I was babysitting a baby, a tiny baby. The baby fell. The baby, oh my God, okay, anyway, let me hold it together. The baby fell, right? I picked the baby up. But when I went to look at the baby wasn't breathing. So now I'm getting the baby to breathe, and the baby's starting to come back to breathing. The baby's starting to come back to breathing, but I woke up.
Betty, you're gonna think I'm lying, but I literally had a dream like that.
Well, what do we do with this?
To the harvest. I'm gonna tell you what we're gonna do with that. You just said the harvesting of the energy.
It's like someone was going with saying, have you seen the Matrix? And thinking back to, like you said, you was talking about a different part of the Matrix, but I'm thinking about when Neo was waking up out of the little, chamber that he was in, and he was like a baby in that chamber. He was in a fetus position. He was in some type of almost like, the same thing that.
Sorry, Tanya. Whoever just say, hey, love y'all, put your name in the chat because this thing only says Facebook user.
It's Dynamite.
Dynamite, you need to jump on.
Dynamite, let me give you the link.
Dynamite, you need to come through. You need to come through. It's about to get really real now.
No, it's about to get real now.
But so I think about that. He was in, like almost like an amniotic fluid. He was plugged in just like a placenta. And it's the same thing. This is what they planned. Even if they didn't wait for you to have the baby, if you are a slave, the baby there's any damn way. They can harvest the energy right there with you.
No, I put the link in the chat, Dynamite. Click on the link. Only Dynamite, please. I don't know who the other
You can
viewer is.
restrict it. You can restrict it.
Okay. I wish I knew who the other viewer was.
It's me. I just
Oh.
realized it.
It's
It just
me.
dawned on me.
It's her, y'all. She watching with us. So yeah, like
Yeah, I'm sorry.
it gets deeper than rap. I see why, again, why people don't have the acceptance in some cases to really face what's really going on. Like what is really going on.
Right.
Not just politics,
Right.
not just the laws changing, but why are the laws changing? Who is changing the laws and why? Go there. Go there.
But you got to
But it's not.
understand with the babies versus adults. Yes, they are still using us. We are working our 8 hours and blah blah blah. We're feeding the matrix. But when you have babies, that
Okay,
you
so
have to
I'm wondering
you
if
have to.
Dynamite can get on. Dynamite, are you struggling still? Because then I'll send it to a
Just
different
invite. Hold on, let me invite.
Yeah, go ahead.
But what I was saying was,
Yes, honey.
you have to understand with
Yeah.
with a baby, innocent energy is different from an adult's energy. Their spiritual energy is
Right,
different.
right, right, right,
Their
right,
everything about
right,
them is different.
right.
You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So that's a stronger energy. We think babies are weak. Actually, your spirit is strongest when you're born because you have just literally left source.
Hmm.
So if they're tapping in to that energy,
Okay. So Dynamite, look in your StreamYard.
In her what? In her
I
Telegram?
mean in your Telegram, my bad. I'm talking about your
Look and
StreamYard.
Telly.
Look at your telly.
Yeah, I'm just We
It gets
it's
deeper than rap. This is what
yeah,
happened.
and and I don't we going down the
Rabbit hole.
deeper
I
into
know.
the
Let's
rabbit
bring it back up. Let's bring it
hole.
on back up.
Yeah, but we see what we see, and it is what it is. Those who have eyes to see are gonna see, and those who have ears to hear, they're gonna hear, and the rest of them.
And some people is like someone was saying, and yours may be the voice to wake them up. They may not be exactly ready to hear, but then they may think about it, somewhere down the line and come back
That's
to
true.
it
That's
because
true.
they wasn't ready at the time, but now they ready. So that
You're
happens as
absolutely
well.
right. You're absolutely
I mean,
right.
don't y'all remember
You're
the
absolutely
things
right.
that you were told at different times in your life and it kind of went over your head or it didn't resonate,
Hmm.
but now you sit back and you have some alone time and you just thinking, you're like, man, I remember, you know what? Somebody told me about that, or
Hmm.
somebody tried to share that with me, or
Yeah. Hmm.
that happens
I
to
was
me all
not
the
ready.
time. That happens to me all the time. And I know that for me, it's a reminder to have compassion for
Yep.
people who may not be there yet, not being
Hmm.
upset with them, loving them through that process, whether it's loving them at a distance, but it's still,
Yeah.
loving them
And
where they
wishing
at.
them well on their journey, even if it's, whatever. Of course. That's all a part of too though, our spiritual journey, because once you start on this journey and you start practicing certain principles, or however you want to call it, like Mayat or whatever, or just being righteous in your own way, however you want to say it, you're going to treat people a certain way. You're going to have a certain level of respect for people because you have that certain level of respect for yourself. And like you said, you see them as a part of
Mm.
the whole. So you're not gonna treat them, you know what I mean? Like that's how I can tell if
Right,
somebody
right.
is really, really what so-called spiritual or whatever they want to call themselves. That's how I can tell. Really, is like how they treat people. That tells me right there
Yes, ma'am.
what's
Yes,
really what.
ma'am.
Because if you really on that, then you gonna move like whatever you putting out coming back. You gonna move in love. So
Yep.
yeah. Anyway. That got deep, but we brought it back. Kind of.
Kind of, right? But what I was saying, I don't even know why. Because we was gonna ditch out and go to
TikTok.
TikTok. So we have been on for an hour and a half, and I think the next time what we'll do is since this was just impromptu, it was kind of impromptu. What we'll do is if we'll set it up in advance if we have conversations like this. We'll set it up in advance so other people can come in here and join us. But I appreciate Summer coming on because we were chatting a whole lot of chat on the phone, and I'm like, Summer, all this good shit. We need to get on live and
You
talk
know how
about it.
you know how we do.
And then Tanya, we be to Tanya. Damn, why we didn't record this? And every time we talk is some good shit.
Yep.
I'm like, So
That's how it
I
be.
love y'all, and this was awesome.
Thank
Shout
you
out
for
to Black
inviting
Girls
me.
Tarot. Shout out to
And
She
Black
said
Girls
she
Tarot
can't
meetup.
figure it out.
And he'll
Well,
be good. Who
they're going over. She
and
said
some
can't figure it
Smith on
out.
the record.
That's what Dynamite. That's what
Dynamite
Dynamite said.
Well,
We gonna
Dynamite,
get back Dynamite because we finna go to TikTok.
we headed to
Dynamite got
TikTok.
TikTok.
Well,
Dynamite, come on TikTok.
Dynamite, come on TikTok.
I don't have a TikTok.
We'll go and create a darn TikTok. It ain't that.
No, you're not the boss of me.
No, but rule your domain then, Summer. If you feel like you more
'Cause
so
he
need
said
to
you was
rule
going
in Instagram.
live on Instagram.
Yeah, then do that. Build that one platform up, and then that way, if you ever do want to get a TikTok in the future, you already got a following.
And TikTok connects to Instagram. Just FYI.
Yeah.
I mean,
Like you can attach your Instagram account to it. I
So
guess you
people
do
can
that
click
with all
on.
platforms, but people can click on your Instagram directly from your TikTok page, or they can click if you have a YouTube or your Facebook page, you can add it there and then click in.
on your bio or something like that.
No, it's
No,
actually
not really. It's like
button.
it's something separate.
It's something separate from. It's in your whole profile. Yeah,
Yeah.
it's in your whole profile. Yeah. It's in
Okay.
your-
That's probably why I be seeing people when they share something from TikTok on Instagram. Like, people do that a lot. I see they do that a lot or whatever.
Yeah, and that's how they do it to Facebook too.
Oh, you could do it from TikTok to Facebook too?
Facebook, you can share your stuff from there, but not your lives. But you can share your videos from there.
I already got enough connections to the Matrix. I just can't do it. I'm trying to pull wires out of me, and y'all trying to get me to plug a new wire.
Well, I'm trying to build another wire so I can pull out 2 wires.
You hear me?
So that way I can just have 1 wire.
You heard about that new page? This black guy, he created a whole social media platform called.
Is it Blackum?
No, it's called We. Oh, let me look. Somebody just sent it to me today. It's a black dude and
it must be two of them because I'm on one of them
not
too.
Not me.
No, that's not a black platform.
No, it's not.
Melly is not a black platform.
But Blackum is. I know I'm on Blackum, and it's created by a black man too.
We should look into that to see. I think you shared it with me, and we never really navigated it much, did we?
Which one?
I went in there a few times. And people were showing love in there that was in there. It's just that I be forgetting that because I didn't download it as an app. I be forgetting about it.
Well, then that's something we're gonna look into then, because I want to see what it's all about. All right, ladies. So until next time.
It's called We Kin.
Yeah, I gotta go, y'all.
Kinfolk.
We what? We kinfolk. We kinfolks.